Hi. So unless you've been living under a rock, you know the United States is facing an upcoming election that's pretty important. For my family, it's especially important because it's the first presidential election my husband and I, as newly minted American citizens, get to participate in. As a result, we wanted to make the best decision. And we talked to different people, we read different things, and we prayed about it, and ultimately we landed on a decision that we feel, hope, and pray is best. All that aside, there's a teaching from Scripture that I received from one of my favorite Bible teachers that really blessed me, and I hope it blesses you regardless of your decision and regardless of the outcome of the election. So here we go. So I'm reading from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 12, and I'm starting in verse 14. Essentially, this is a passage of Scripture where Jesus is questioned by religious leaders who don't really want a truthful answer, and they're not interested in his response as much as they're interested in trying to trip him up. So watch how Jesus handles this, and then I'll just make a really quick application. Okay, and then they came to Jesus and said to him, "Teacher, we know that you are true and do not care about anyone's opinion, for you are not swayed by appearances, but truly teach the way of God. So is it lawful to pay taxes to Caesar or not? Should we pay them, or should we not?" But Jesus, knowing their hypocrisy, he said to them, "Why put me to the test? Bring me a denarius and let me look at it." And they brought one. And he said to them, "Whose likeness and inscription is this?" And they said to him, "Caesar's." And Jesus said to them, "Render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God." And they marveled at him. The thing that I love about that passage, and hopefully you've got the picture, the group wants to test Jesus. They ask him this silly question about taxes to see if he's going to be unfaithful to the law, to Caesar, by saying something strange or difficult or wrong or unlawful. And Jesus instead, in typical Jesus fashion, simply breaks it down. And so he asks them for a coin, and when they look at the coin, they see Caesar's image on the coin, and Jesus says simply, "Give to Caesar the things that are Caesar's. If his image is on that coin, then that coin belongs to him. Give it to him. But render to God the things that are God's." Now that's kind of the end of this passage. It says they marveled at him. But I would like to imagine someone in that crowd, after hearing, "Render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God," someone asking Jesus, "Well, what's God's?" To which Jesus would probably respond, You are his. Your hands are mine. Your eyes are mine. Your mouth is mine. Your body is mine. You are mine. Give Caesar your money. Pay your taxes. Do what you must. But give me all of you." And so just thinking about that in this upcoming election, what I would say is make your vote to the best of your ability with a clear conscience, doing what you feel is right. Give your vote to the president, whoever you think that should be, but give your life to Jesus Christ. See, all of us are made in the image of God. The Bible is clear on that. From the biggest to the smallest, from the shortest to the tallest, all of us are made in the image of God and have dignity and value and worth simply because of that. But the call of the gospel is that not only are we made in the image of God, but that we are remade in the image of his Son. This is the gospel message, that we would become like Christ. So that's it. That's my big word. Render to Caesar what's Caesar's. Give your vote where you need to give your vote. And give God you.